The Bat Family is the collective term for the principal allies, protégés, and partners associated with Batman in Gotham City. Formed around Bruce Wayne's mission to combat crime and corruption, it operates as a loose network rather than a formal organization. Each member contributes unique skills and expertise in areas such as investigation, combat, technology, and strategy. Together, they uphold and expand the legacy established by Batman while maintaining relative independence in their individual operations. Bruce Wayne is the central figure of this network. A wealthy industrialist and philanthropist, he assumed the identity of Batman to eliminate crime following the murder of his parents. Through rigorous training and the use of advanced technology, he became one of the world's foremost detectives and martial artists. His leadership and personal example define the structure and purpose of the Bat Family. Alfred Pennyworth, Bruce Wayne's loyal butler and confidant, serves as caretaker, strategist, and moral support to both Batman and his allies. Following the deaths of Thomas and Martha Wayne, Alfred raised Bruce and later provided operational support to his crime-fighting mission, offering medical aid, intelligence, and guidance from Wayne Manor. Dick Grayson, formerly a circus acrobat, became Batman's first partner after the murder of his parents. Initially known as Robin, he eventually established his own identity as Nightwing, operating independently in cities such as Bloodhaven, while remaining closely allied with Batman and the rest of the Bat Family. Jason Todd succeeded Grayson as Robin. After being murdered by the Joker during the events of A Death in the Family, he was later resurrected and took the identity of Red Hood. His methods are more violent and pragmatic than Batman's, placing him in a morally complex position within the group. Tim Drake identified Batman's and Robin's identities through deductive reasoning and convinced Bruce Wayne to train him as the third Robin. Later, he adopted the title of Red Robin and became a prominent strategist and investigator within the Bat Family, often coordinating operations and providing leadership. Damian Wayne, the biological son of Bruce Wayne and Talia al Ghul, was raised by the League of Assassins before joining his father as Robin. His upbringing instilled in him advanced combat abilities and a strict sense of discipline, though his temperament and methods frequently clash with Batman's principles. Barbara Gordon, daughter of Commissioner James Gordon, began her vigilante career as Batgirl. After being paralyzed by the Joker, she transitioned into the role of Oracle, serving as an expert in intelligence gathering, cybersecurity, and communications for the Bat Family and other heroes. She later resumed the Batgirl persona. Cassandra Cain, trained from childhood by assassins, joined the Bat Family as Batgirl, before later adopting the codename Orphan. Her upbringing deprived her of verbal communication, but she developed exceptional combat and body language reading skills, making her one of the most proficient martial artists in the team. Stephanie Brown, originally operating as Spoiler to counter her father Cluemaster's criminal activities, briefly served as Robin and later became Batgirl. Her persistence and adaptability have made her a key ally in Gotham's network of vigilantes. Kate Kane, a cousin of Bruce Wayne, assumed the mantle of Batwoman after military training and personal tragedy led her to fight crime independently. Although she functions outside Batman's direct command, she remains aligned with his mission and often cooperates with other members of the Bat Family. The Bat Family collectively extends Batman's influence throughout Gotham City. Each member specializes in distinct areas, creating an interconnected system that reinforces Gotham's defense against crime. Their cooperation reflects the ongoing development of Batman's legacy through mentorship and generational succession. The group appears across numerous storylines involving comics, animated productions, films, and games. These narratives frequently examine themes of inheritance, responsibility, and redemption, illustrating how Batman's allies evolve over time while preserving the shared mission that unites them. The Superman family consists of the principal characters associated with Superman, including his relatives, allies, protégés, and close associates. Their shared narratives focus on legacy, moral strength, identity, and the balance between alien and human experience. Together, they form a central lineage within DC's mythos, centered on the ideals of hope, justice, and perseverance embodied by Superman. Clark Kent, known as Kal-El on Krypton, serves as the foundation of the Superman family. Sent to Earth before Krypton's destruction, he was raised by Jonathan and Martha Kent in Smallville, adopting the name Clark Kent. Under Earth's yellow sun, he developed powers such as strength, speed, flight, and invulnerability. As Superman, he protects humanity while working as a journalist in Metropolis, using his human and Kryptonian identities to uphold truth and compassion. Lois Lane is a leading journalist for the Daily Planet in Metropolis and serves as Clark Kent's partner and confidant. Her investigative skill, integrity, and courage make her a key figure in Superman's world. On some occasions, she has temporarily assumed the mantle of Superwoman, aligning her directly with the family's heroic legacy. Kara Zor-El, also known as Supergirl, is Superman's biological cousin and one of the last surviving Kryptonians. Sharing his powers and vulnerabilities, she arrived on Earth with a mission to protect and assist her younger cousin. Kara represents both the continuation of Krypton's heritage and the adaptation of that legacy within Earth's society. Jonathan Kent is the son of Clark Kent and Lois Lane. Possessing Kryptonian powers, he operates as Superboy and later as Superman in his father's absence. John's presence introduces generational continuity, linking Superman's moral and heroic ideals to future successors within the family. John Henry Irons, known as Steel, is a human engineer who built a suit of advanced-powered armor inspired by Superman's example. Without inherent superhuman abilities, he embodies the ideals of ingenuity, courage, and selflessness that define the Superman legacy. His inclusion demonstrates that the family's strength extends beyond Kryptonian lineage to moral conviction and human will. Jor-El and Lara Lor-Van, Superman's biological parents, were prominent figures on Krypton. Jor-El, a scientist, predicted the planet's destruction and sent his infant son Kal-El to Earth to preserve their lineage. Their actions established the foundation of the Superman family's extraterrestrial heritage and its enduring connection to Krypton's lost civilization. Krypto, a Kryptonian dog, shares the family's origin and gains similar powers under a yellow sun. He functions as both a companion and protector to Superman and his allies, symbolizing loyalty and the enduring link between Earth and Krypton. The Superman family's core themes include legacy through successive generations, the coexistence of alien and human identities, and the expansion of heroism across species and backgrounds. Each member embodies an aspect of Superman's ideals: courage, empathy, responsibility, and the pursuit of justice, reflecting how these principles endure beyond one individual. Metropolis serves as the family's central base of operations, representing the human world they protect and engage with. Krypton remains a defining influence, shaping their values and origins despite its destruction. Major events such as the death of Superman highlight the family's resilience and the emergence of new heroes inspired by his example. Their interwoven stories explore heritage, moral duty, and unity across generations, establishing them as one of the most significant heroic lineages in the DC universe. The Flash family is a group of superheroes connected by the mantle of the Flash, super speed abilities derived from the Speed Force, and operations in Central City and Keystone City. The family emphasizes generational heroism, mentorship, time travel, and multiversal events. Jay Garrick was the first character to bear the Flash name. He gained super speed through a laboratory accident and operated as a hero during the Golden Age. His adventures established the archetype of the speedster and inspired future successors. Barry Allen became the second prominent Flash during the Silver Age. A forensic scientist in Central City, he acquired his powers after a chemical accident involving lightning. Barry's tenure as the Flash solidified the family's modern foundation, connecting them to major storylines involving time travel, alternate realities, and large-scale crises. Wally West, originally introduced as Kid Flash, is the nephew of Barry Allen's partner. Following Barry's apparent death during a major multiversal event, Wally assumed the Flash mantle. His progression from sidekick to full Flash demonstrates the passing of legacy and the family's continuity across generations. Bart Allen, also called Impulse, is a descendant from the future and the grandson of Barry Allen. Accelerated aging and temporal displacement are central to his origin. Bart's presence emphasizes the family's connection to time travel mechanics and the Speed Force. Jessie Quick, born Jessie Chambers, speedster linked to the Flash mythos. She combines the legacy of super speed with unique abilities and contributes to the expansion of the Flash family beyond a single lineage. The Flash family collectively shares a connection to the Speed Force and frequently engages in stories involving temporal paradoxes and multiversal crises. The family demonstrates a clear legacy structure. Successive heroes inherit the mantle, mentor successors, and maintain the role of the fastest hero. Their narratives explore themes of responsibility, continuity, and the impact of speed-based powers across space and time. The Wonder Woman family is composed of characters connected through Amazon heritage, divine empowerment, and mentorship within the Amazon warrior tradition. Their narrative centers on themes of heroism, goddess mythology, cultural legacy, and intergenerational continuity. Diana Prince, known as Wonder Woman, is an Amazon princess from Themyscira, Paradise Island. Created from clay and imbued with abilities by the Olympian gods, she possesses superhuman strength, agility, flight, and combat expertise. Diana serves as both protector of humanity and ambassador of Themyscira, wielding iconic artifacts artifacts such as the Lasso of Truth and indestructible bracelets. She is the central figure around whom the Wonder Woman family revolves. Queen Hippolyta, mother of Diana and ruler of the Amazons, governs Themyscira and upholds Amazonian law and culture. She functions as both a political leader and mentor within the family, guiding Diana and other Amazon-based heroes. Donna Troy, also known as Wonder Girl, was raised by Hippolyta and serves as a younger Amazon counterpart to Diana. Her inclusion extends the Amazonian legacy into subsequent generations, reinforcing the family's continuity in heroic roles. Cassie Sandsmark, the second Wonder Girl, inherits her powers through divine artifacts and connections to the Amazon mythos. She represents a further younger generation of Amazon-based heroes, contributing to the ongoing lineage of the Wonder Woman family. Nubia, initially presented as Diana's sister, is an Amazon warrior from Themyscira who expands the family's representation and highlights the wider Amazon nation. She reflects the diversity and reach of Amazon heroism beyond the central characters. Artemis of Bana Migdal, from the separate Bana Migdal tribe of Amazons, shares the cultural and martial heritage of the Amazon warrior tradition. While her affiliation differs from Themyscira's direct lineage, she remains connected through Amazon culture and mythic ties. The Wonder Woman family emphasizes Amazon cultural heritage, divine empowerment, and generational succession. Themyscira serves as the central base, while artifacts such as the Lasso of Truth and bracelets of submission symbolize Amazon ideals and history. The family also encompasses the Bana Migdal tribe, highlighting internal diversity in the broader Amazon legacy. Collectively, the Wonder Woman family represents a lineage of warrior heroes shaped by divine origins, cultural continuity, mentorship, and generational heroism, establishing the family as both a heroic network and a mythic dynasty within the DC universe. The Shazam Family is a group of superheroes whose powers originate from magic, centered on the mystical wizard Shazam. The family embodies themes of shared heroism, foster family bonds, and the transformation of ordinary children into superpowered champions through the invocation of the magic word Shazam. Billy Batson is the primary champion of the wizard Shazam. When he speaks the word Shazam, he transforms from a young boy into an adult superhero, endowed with the wisdom of Solomon, strength of Hercules, stamina of Atlas, power of Zeus, courage of Achilles, and speed of Mercury. Billy serves as the leader of the Shazam family and the source of the magical power shared among its members. Mary Bromfield, Billy's foster sister, gains similar powers and often operates under the names Mary Marvel or Lady Shazam, and has consistently participated alongside Billy in heroic missions. Freddie Freeman, also a foster sibling, becomes a superpowered hero when he says Shazam. Traditionally known as Captain Marvel Jr., he functions as the younger, energetic member of the team and complements the sibling dynamic central to the family. In modern continuity, Pedro Pena, Darla Dudley, and Eugene Choi are additional foster siblings empowered by Shazam's magic. Pedro exhibits super strength and loyalty, Darla often displays super speed, and Eugene contributes technological expertise. All three extend the family's magical legacy and collective heroism. The Rock of Eternity serves as the mystical headquarters for the wizard and the Shazam family. The magic word Shazam is the transformative trigger that grants each member access to powers derived from mythic sources. When multiple members transform simultaneously, the total magical power can be shared or distributed among them. The Shazam family emphasizes collective responsibility and the transition from childhood to heroism. Their powers derive from magic rather than alien biology or technology, making mythology and enchantment central to their stories. Across Golden Age and modern eras, the family expanded from the original trio of Billy, Mary, and Freddie to include additional foster siblings and alternate versions, reinforcing themes of legacy and shared heroism. The Aquaman family, also referred to as the Atlantean royal family, encompasses characters connected through Arthur Curry, Aquaman, heritage, royal role in Atlantis, immediate family, and key allies from the underwater world. Their stories center on themes of royal succession, dual surface and undersea identity, legacy, and environmental stewardship. Arthur Curry, known as Aquaman, is a half-human, half-Atlantean hero who possesses superhuman strength, aquatic adaptation, and telepathic control over marine life. He becomes king of Atlantis, bridging the surface world and the underwater kingdom. His role anchors the family, establishing the royal lineage and leading both Atlantean citizens and allied heroes. Mera, an Atlantean queen often associated with the dimension Zibel, is Aquaman's partner. She possesses hydrokinetic powers and royal status, reinforcing the Atlantean royal legacy through her marriage to Arthur and serving as a central figure in the family network. Orm Marius, known as Ocean Master, is Arthur's half-brother and occasional adversary. His opposition illustrates internal conflict within the royal family and highlights the challenges inherent in significant Atlantean succession and heritage. Arthur Curry Jr., sometimes called Aquababy, is the son of Arthur and Mara. His existence represents the continuation of the Atlantean royal line and the passing of the crown, although his fate in certain storylines underscores the stakes of royal legacy. Jackson Hyde, also known as Aqualad, is a younger Atlantean hero connected to the royal family. He represents protégés who are not direct blood heirs, but are integrated into the family's heroic and leadership structure. Garth, initially Aqualad and later taking the name Tempest, is an Atlantean orphan mentored by Arthur. His inclusion demonstrates that the Aquaman family extends beyond biological heirs to include chosen heirs and allies who uphold the royal and heroic responsibilities of Atlantis. The family's primary locations include Atlantis, the underwater kingdom where Arthur rules, and Amnesty Bay, his human hometown. The Aquaman family emphasizes royal duty, dual world identity, succession, and mentorship. Storylines often explore leadership responsibilities, environmental stewardship of the oceans, and familial conflict, particularly between Arthur and Orm. Through Arthur's role in the Justice League, the family also intersects with broader superhero narratives, connecting Atlantean legacy to the wider DC universe. The Arrow family, or Green Arrow family, consists of characters connected to Oliver Queen through mentorship, blood relations, and chosen family bonds. Its members focus on street-level heroism, archery, and the transfer of skills and responsibilities across generations. Oliver Queen, known as Green Arrow, is the central figure of the family. A wealthy individual who becomes a vigilante, he relies on exceptional archery skills, specialized trick arrows, and a strong moral code. He establishes the mission and legacy that guide his allies and protégés. Dinah Laurel Lance, or Black Canary, is closely associated with Oliver as a partner in both heroics and occasionally personal life. She possesses expert hand-to-hand combat abilities and a sonic canary cry. Dinah is part of the family through partnership and shared mission, illustrating chosen family connections. Roy Harper, originally Oliver's sidekick Speedy, later becomes Arsenal and occasionally Red Arrow. He represents the sidekick to hero progression, demonstrating mentorship and growth under Oliver's guidance. Connor Hawke, Oliver's biological son with Sandra Hawke, eventually assumes the Green Arrow mantle in certain storylines, representing generational succession within the family. Emiko Queen, Oliver's younger half-sister, takes on the Red Arrow identity. She continues the archery legacy, expanding the family's presence in the next generation of heroes. Thea Queen, in some continuities, is Oliver's sister and briefly adopts the Speedy mantle. Her involvement highlights the broader network of familial and chosen family connections within the Arrow family. The family's central themes include street-level heroism, mentorship, generational legacy, and the reinforcement of bonds beyond blood relations. Archery and specialized equipment, including trick arrows and gear, define the family's skills and identity. Their primary base of operations is Star City, with Queen Industries providing resources and support for their activities. The Arrow family exemplifies a lineage of heroes built through training, shared mission, and succession, emphasizing skill and personal bonds over superhuman or mystical abilities. The New Gods, also known as the Fourth World Family, are a cosmic lineage of powerful beings from the planets New Genesis and Apocalypse. They consist of deities, warriors, and rulers whose narratives explore power, legacy, and moral conflict on a universal scale. Darkseid is the authoritarian ruler of Apocalypse, seeking the anti-life equation, a formula that would eliminate free will. He functions as the central antagonist within the New Gods mythos, representing oppression and tyranny. Orion, in certain continuities, the biological son of Darkseid, was raised on New Genesis by Highfather as part of a peace exchange between the planets. He struggles with the tension between his apocalypsean heritage and his loyalty to New Genesis. Highfather governs New Genesis with benevolence and serves as a moral and paternal figure for its inhabitants. He embodies the ideals of leadership, justice, and guidance in contrast to Darkseid's tyranny. Mr. Miracle, or Scott Free, escapes the harsh conditions of Apocalypse and aligns with New Genesis. He embodies freedom, personal agency, and resistance to oppression. Big Barda, formerly a member of the Female Furies on Apocalypse, defects and marries Mr. Miracle. She exemplifies loyalty, martial skill, and the choice to form family bonds beyond imposed allegiances. The Fourth World Saga introduces a cosmic mythos beyond earthbound stories. Central themes include the duality between New Genesis, a world of light and hope, and Apocalypse, a realm of oppression and fear. Legacy plays a key role, with power and responsibility transmitted through bloodlines, mentorship, and chosen alliances. These characters symbolize moral and ideological concepts, with their relationships forming a complex family network that combines biological, adoptive, and chosen bonds. The New Gods constitute a family through dynastic heritage, ideological guidance, and shared cosmic destiny, creating a structured network of relationships that define the Fourth World. The Spider Family, often called the Spider-Verse, is a group of heroes connected by spider-based powers who exist across many different realities. At the center of it all is Peter Parker, a human who gained his abilities after being bitten by a radioactive spider. This gave him enhanced strength, speed, reflexes, agility, durability, the ability to cling to walls, and a danger-sensing ability known as Spider Sense. He also created mechanical web shooters to help him move and fight. Peter's story is defined by the idea of responsibility, which guides his actions as Spider-Man, and sets the foundation for many others who follow similar paths. Miles Morales is another Spider-Man from a different universe. He gained his powers after being bitten by a genetically altered spider, giving him abilities similar to Peter's, along with unique traits like turning invisible and releasing powerful bioelectric energy through his attacks. Over time, Miles became part of the main universe and took on the Spider-Man name alongside Peter, representing how the role can evolve while still honoring what came before. Gwen Stacy, from another reality, became a spider-powered hero when a radioactive spider bit her instead of Peter Parker. Known by names such as Spider-Woman and Ghost Spider, she has enhanced strength, agility, reflexes, wall-climbing abilities, spider sense, and uses web shooters. Her journey is shaped by personal loss and difficult choices, and she often works with other spider heroes while traveling between universes. Jessica Drew is one of the earliest heroes to carry the Spider-Woman identity. Her powers include enhanced strength, speed, agility, durability, wall-climbing, bioelectric venom blasts, and resistance to toxins. Over time, she has worked as a hero and an operative, bringing experience and perspective to the wider network of spider-powered individuals she occasionally joins during large-scale events. Cindy Moon, also known as Silk, gained her powers from the same spider that bit Peter Parker. She possesses enhanced strength, agility, wall-climbing, spider sense, and the natural ability to produce webbing directly from her fingertips, without the need for devices. Her story focuses on survival, self-discovery, and reconnecting with the world after being isolated, eventually becoming closely tied to other spider heroes. Ben Reilly is a clone of Peter Parker created through genetic duplication. Because of this, he shares nearly identical abilities. Taking on the identity of Scarlet Spider, Ben has served as both a replacement for Peter at times and as his own independent hero, expanding the idea of what it means to carry the Spider-Man legacy. Kane Parker is another clone of Peter whose body was unstable, making him more aggressive and dangerous in his early appearances. With powers similar to Peter's, but marked by a more erratic spider sense and the ability to form sharp spikes from his body. Kane's path is shaped by conflict and redemption, and he ultimately becomes a key ally during major spider-related crises. Mayday. Parker comes from an alternate future where she is the daughter of Peter Parker and Mary Jane Watson. She inherited spider powers similar to her father's. As Spider-Girl, she represents the continuation of the Parker legacy into a new generation, showing how the role can be passed down and reshaped over time. Spider-Ham is a version of Spider-Man from a universe populated by animal counterparts. Known as Peter Porker, he gained spider powers in a world where animals fill the roles humans hold elsewhere. Despite his unusual appearance, he has the same core abilities as other spider heroes and regularly joins multiversal teams when threats affect the wider web, connecting all spider-powered beings. Spider UK is a title held by different heroes from various realities, most notably Billy Braddock, who is connected to the Captain Britain Corps. Those who carry the Spider UK mantle have spider-based powers along with technology that allows travel between dimensions. They often serve as part of organized teams that protect the multiverse. The idea of the Spider Family comes together most clearly during Spider-Verse events, where spider-powered heroes from countless universes unite against enemies that target the shared source of their abilities. These stories highlight how all spider heroes are linked by similar powers, shared responsibility, and interconnected destinies, forming a vast network bound together by the same web. The Fantastic Four are built around a true family bond that began with a single space mission. Reed Richards is a brilliant scientist whose body was permanently changed after exposure to cosmic radiation, allowing him to stretch, compress, and reshape himself in extreme ways. His elastic powers work alongside his scientific mind, making him both the strategist and organizer of the group, as they confront threats that range from Earth-based dangers to vast cosmic forces. Susan Storm Richards gained the ability to turn invisible and create powerful invisible force fields from the same radiation. She can hide herself or others, generate shields strong enough to block massive attacks, and shape those fields with precision. Within the family, she serves as the emotional center, balancing leadership in combat with keeping the family united through constant danger and discovery. Johnny Storm, Susan's younger brother, was transformed in a way that lets him surround his body with fire, fly, and control intense heat without being harmed. His abilities give the team speed and aerial strength, and his presence adds energy and momentum during battles and missions. Despite his fiery powers, he remains closely tied to the family dynamic, especially through his bond with his sister. Ben Grimm was the pilot of the space mission and suffered the most visible transformation. His body became a massive, rock-like form that grants him incredible strength, endurance, and resistance to damage. Known as the Thing, Ben often serves as the team's frontline protector. Although he is not related by blood to the others, his loyalty and shared history place him firmly at the heart of the family. Reed and Sue's first child, Franklin Richards, displayed immense power from a very young age. His abilities include advanced psychic talents and the power to alter reality itself on a massive scale. Franklin's powers have shaped entire universes and created safe spaces to protect those he cares about, placing him among the most powerful beings connected to the Fantastic Four. Their second child, Valeria Richards, has a complex origin tied to Franklin's reality-altering abilities. She is defined by an extraordinary intellect that rivals even her father's, allowing her to solve problems far beyond her age. Valeria also shows developing powers such as invisibility, force field manipulation, energy control, and a unique form of movement through space and time. She supports the family through sharp analysis, strategy, and emerging abilities. The Fantastic Four were formed after the cosmic radiation from their spaceflight reshaped their lives, pushing them to use their powers to defend the planet from underground civilizations, invading forces, and cosmic-level threats. Their work is closely tied to exploration and research, often operating from advanced facilities where science and discovery are as important as combat. At its core, the Fantastic Four function as a family first and a team second. Reed and Sue balance their roles as explorers and parents, Johnny and Ben provide strength and support in and out of battle, and Franklin and Valeria extend the family's influence into cosmic and multiversal territory. Together, they represent a unit built on trust, shared experience, and a commitment to understanding and protecting the universe around them. The Asgardian family is centered around Odin Borson, the ruler of Asgard and the leading authority among the Asgardian gods. Odin commands a vast cosmic force known as the Odin Power, which gives him immense strength, endurance, healing abilities, energy control, and the power to move across realms. To restore this energy, he must periodically enter a deep restorative sleep. Odin rules from Asgard, one of the 9 realms, linked by the Bifrost, and governs alongside his wife, Frigga. He is the biological father of Thor and Balder, and he adopted Loki after defeating Loki's birth father, raising him within the royal household. Thor Odinson is one of Odin's sons and serves as the primary champion of Asgard. Known as the god of thunder, Thor wields the enchanted hammer Mjolnir, which allows him to command storms and lightning, fly, and amplify his already tremendous strength and durability. Though born of Odin and the elder goddess Gaia, Thor was raised as Frigga's son and grew into a warrior whose role is to defend Asgard and the wider realms from cosmic and mystical threats. Frigga is Odin's queen and a powerful goddess closely tied to marriage, foresight, and protection. Born among the Vanir, she helped bring peace between rival divine factions through her union with Odin. Within the family, she serves as a guiding and stabilizing presence, acting as a mother to Balder and an adoptive parent to both Thor and Loki. Her influence is felt through diplomacy, wisdom, and her protective magic. Loki Laufeyson was adopted into the Asgardian royal family after Odin defeated the frost giant King Laufey. Raised alongside Thor, Loki developed powers rooted in magic, including illusion casting, shape-shifting, teleportation, and enhanced resilience. His relationship with Thor is marked by rivalry and resentment, shaped by feelings of isolation and betrayal. While often opposing Asgard and its rulers, Loki's actions sometimes fall into morally uncertain territory rather than outright hostility. Balder the Brave is the son of Odin and Frigga and is known throughout Asgard for his honor and nobility. He possesses great strength, endurance, and the ability to manipulate radiant energy. Balder often stands beside Thor in defense of the realms and has at times ruled Asgard in Odin's absence, earning respect as both a warrior and a leader. Angela, also known as Aldrich Odinsdottir, is Odin and Frigga's firstborn child. During a war between Asgard and the realm of heaven, she was taken as an infant and raised among the angels, growing into a deadly hunter and seasoned commander. Much later, she returned to the 9 realms and was revealed to be part of the Asgardian royal bloodline. Her strength, combat skill, and warrior discipline rival the greatest champions of Asgard as she reconnects with her origins. Hela is the goddess of death and rules over the realm where the dead are judged and confined. She holds dominion over life and death among Asgardians, with the power to command the fallen, restore life, or end it. Her lineage shifts across different accounts, but she is often connected to Loki and the giantess Angrboda, placing her within Odin's extended family. Hela regularly comes into conflict with Asgard's rulers as she seeks to expand her control over souls and realms. Sif is a renowned shield maiden of Asgard and one of its most respected warriors. She is known for her mastery of weapons and battlefield strategy and has long fought beside Thor and Balder. Her loyalty to Asgard and her strength in combat make her one of its foremost defenders during times of war and invasion. Heimdall serves as the eternal guardian of the Bifrost, the bridge that links Asgard to the other realms. Gifted with extraordinary senses, he can see and hear events across vast distances, allowing him to detect threats before they reach Asgard. His strength and unwavering sense of duty make him essential to the realm's defense, and he stands watch over all who pass between worlds. Asgard itself is the homeland of the Asgardian race, a powerful and long-lived people, enhanced by mystical energies tied to Yggdrasil, the world tree. It functions as both a royal seat and a cultural center, housing great halls, training grounds, and realms tied to the afterlife. Asgardians possess heightened strength, resilience, and longevity, and their society blends warfare, honor, and cosmic responsibility. Together, these figures form the Asgardian family, a royal lineage defined by shared blood, adoption, and duty. Their stories revolve around rulership, prophecy, internal conflict, and the ongoing responsibility of protecting Asgard and the Nine Realms from forces that threaten the balance of existence. The X-Men family centers on Charles Xavier, a powerful telepath and the founder of the X-Men, a team of mutants dedicated to protecting both mutants and humans while promoting peaceful coexistence. Xavier created a school, the X-Mansion, where young mutants learn to control their abilities and find purpose. He is also the father of David Haller, known as Legion, whose multiple personalities and reality-altering powers reflect Xavier's psychic legacy. Together, Xavier and his students form a network of mutant allies who often operate as a close-knit family. Scott Summers, known as Cyclops, was Xavier's first student and a long-standing leader of the X-Men. He emits powerful energy beams from his eyes, which he controls using special eyewear. Cyclops married Jean Grey, also called Phoenix, a telepathic and telekinetic mutant who is linked to the Cosmic Phoenix Force. Their partnership, both personal and professional, has guided many X-Men missions and influenced the survival of mutant kind. The Summers family extends across timelines and realities. Rachel Summers, their daughter from an alternate future, inherited strong telepathic and telekinetic abilities and a connection to the Phoenix Force. Cable, the son of Cyclops and a clone of Jean Grey, was infected with a techno-organic virus as an infant and sent to the future, where he grew into a time-traveling warrior and leader of X-Force. Hope Summers, though not biologically related to Cyclops, was the first mutant born after a near-global depowering event and was raised by Cable, eventually playing a key role in mutant resurgence. Other extended family members include Cassandra Nova, a psychic antagonist connected to Xavier, and Juggernaut, a half-brother with unstoppable strength, each influencing mutant history in different ways. Another branch is the Magneto family, led by Eric Magnus, a mutant with magnetic powers who sometimes allies with and other times opposes the X-Men. Wolverine's family includes Laura Kinney, also known as X-23, a mutant created from Wolverine's DNA who shares his healing, enhanced senses, and retractable claws, eventually taking on his mantle. Daken, Wolverine's biological son, possesses similar powers and has a complex relationship with both his father and the wider mutant community. Together, these branches form the X-Men family network. It is defined not just by blood, but by shared mutant heritage, close bonds, and intertwined relationships across generations and alternate realities. This network reflects themes of survival, cooperation, and evolution within the mutant species, illustrating how mutants connect, protect, and influence one another throughout the Marvel Universe. The Wakandan royal family is centered on T'Challa, the king of Wakanda, and the superhero known as Black Panther. He gains enhanced strength, speed, agility, senses, and healing through the heart-shaped herb, and combines these abilities with advanced intellect, mastery of martial arts, and access to Wakanda's vibranium-based technology. T'Challa leads his nation in both political and defense matters, while also working alongside other heroes in the wider world. Shuri, T'Challa's younger sister, is a technological genius who later takes on the Black Panther mantle through the same ritual that empowered her brother. She has been instrumental in advancing Wakanda's scientific achievements, developing new vibranium technologies, and training future Black Panthers, while contributing her intellect and combat skills to the family's efforts. Ramonda, the Queen Mother, is the widow of former King T'Chaka and the mother of T'Challa and Shuri. She serves as an advisor and regent, guiding the nation through leadership transitions and helping maintain the kingdom's cultural traditions. Her role ensures continuity and stability within the royal lineage. T'Chaka, the former king and father of T'Challa and Shuri, shaped Wakanda into a sovereign and technologically advanced nation. He protected the kingdom from threats and taught his children the principles of leadership, combat, and national responsibility, laying the foundation for the modern Black Panther legacy. The Dora Milaje are an elite group of female warriors who protect the king and royal family. Drawn from different tribes across Wakanda, they possess exceptional combat skills, discipline, and loyalty. They serve both as ceremonial guardians and as the nation's frontline defenders, ensuring the safety of the royal family and maintaining maintaining order within Wakanda. M'Baku, leader of the Jabari tribe, is both a rival and ally to the Black Panther. With enhanced strength and combat ability, he represents traditional Wakandan values and cultural heritage. While he occasionally contests the throne, he ultimately fights alongside T'Challa to defend the kingdom when it faces external or internal threats. Together, the Wakandan royal family represents the nation's continuity, strength, and heritage. Their story reflects leadership, cultural preservation, and the protection of advanced technology, while their influence reaches beyond Wakanda through alliances with other heroes and teams across the Marvel Universe. The Eternals family is made up of immortal beings created by the Celestials to guide humanity, maintain cosmic balance, and protect Earth from threats like the Deviants. Ikaris is one of their central members, capable of flight, projecting cosmic energy, and exhibiting superhuman strength, speed, durability, and longevity. He often acts as a leader, intervening in events that threaten the planet. Sersi can transmute matter, allowing her to change the composition and properties of objects, and she has frequently influenced human history through both combat and diplomacy. Vayna is a warrior, skilled in energy constructs and combat tactics, serving as a protector of her fellow Eternals and occasionally leading missions on Earth. Ajak functions as the spiritual leader and main link between the Celestials and the Eternals, with the ability to heal, communicate with cosmic entities, and wield cosmic energy to guide the team. Druid can control and manipulate minds, giving him influence over other beings, while also possessing superhuman strength and durability. Phastos is an inventor and craftsman, creating advanced technology that aids the Eternals and indirectly influences human civilization. Gilgamesh, also called the Forgotten One, is known for immense strength and a nearly indestructible cosmic exoskeleton, making him a primary combatant in the family's missions. Makari possesses super speed, moving and reacting faster than the eye can follow, which makes him an ideal scout and messenger. Kingo combines combat skill with performance, often taking on roles that blend strategy and entertainment. Sprite appears as a child, but has powerful illusion casting abilities that can deceive perception and manipulate reality, using them for both mischief and tactical purposes. Together, the Eternals form a family defined by their immortality, unique abilities, and shared mission. They live in hidden locations on Earth, such as Olympia, and have shaped human history across thousands of years. Each Eternal fulfills specialized roles: leadership, combat, technological development, spiritual guidance, or diplomacy, working collectively to protect Earth and uphold their cosmic responsibilities. The Inhumans royal family rules over the hidden city of Attilan and represents a unique blend of monarchy, genetic destiny, and responsibility. Blackagar Boltagon, or Black Bolt, is the king and central figure of the family. His voice is so powerful that even a whisper can cause massive destruction, and he also has superhuman strength, speed, agility, and durability. He leads both politically and spiritually, with Medusa, his wife, acting as queen and spokesperson. Medusa's prehensile hair can extend and manipulate objects, serving as a weapon or tool, and she is a skilled strategist and fighter. Crystal, Medusa's sister, controls the four classical elements: earth, air, fire, and water, and often works to defend Attilan while serving as a link between Inhumans and humans. Karnak, their cousin, is a master martial artist and strategist who can detect weaknesses in any object or opponent, making him essential in combat and planning. Gorgon, another cousin, has superhuman strength and hooved legs that create seismic shockwaves, using his powers to protect Attilan and carry out ceremonial duties. Triton is adapted for life underwater, with gills, webbed hands, and scaled skin, serving as part of the family's protective force. Lockjaw, a giant teleporting dog, assists the family by instantly transporting them across great distances, providing both mobility and protection. Together, the Inhumans royal family combines bloodline, duty, and unique abilities to safeguard Attilan, maintain their civilization, and manage contact with the wider world, ensuring the continuity and security of their people. The Avengers Family is a team of superheroes united by shared purpose, legacy, and mutual trust. Steve Rogers, known as Captain America, brings peak human strength, agility, and endurance, along with his indestructible vibranium shield and tactical leadership. He often works closely with allies like Sam Wilson, who later becomes Captain America, and Bucky Barnes, his longtime partner. Tony Stark, or Iron Man, uses advanced powered armor for flight, energy projection, and super strength, while also providing inventive and strategic support. Thor Odinson, the Asgardian god of thunder, wields Mjolnir to control lightning and flight, linking the team to Asgardian politics and cosmic events. Bruce Banner, the Hulk, combines immense strength and durability with scientific expertise, supported by his cousin She-Hulk. Natasha Romanoff, or Black Widow, contributes espionage, combat skills, and tactical insight, often working with her successor Yelena Belova and S.H.I.E.L.D. allies. Clint Barton, Hawkeye, is an expert marksman and strategist, mentoring heroes like Kate Bishop, while Janet Van Dyne, the Wasp, provides size manipulation, flight, and leadership, often connected to Hank Hank Pym and their successors. Wanda Maximoff, Scarlet Witch, wields reality-altering magic and probability manipulation, alongside close ties to Quicksilver and Vision. T'Challa, Black Panther, brings enhanced physical abilities and Wakandan technology, supported by his sister Shuri in leadership and combat. Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, contributes cosmic energy powers, superhuman strength, and leadership, mentoring heroes such as Monica Rambeau. Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme, provides mystical knowledge, dimensional travel, and artifact mastery to address supernatural or multiversal threats. Together, these heroes form the Avengers Family, a network of allies whose skills, leadership, and shared mission connect multiple generations and legacies, creating a unified superhero family within the Marvel Universe.